Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I just downloaded this game about a couple weeks ago, actually about a week ago, and it's I don't know how you say it, Toukiden 2 or Toukiden 2 or Toukidi or whatever. But anyways, it's a Japanese game, and I love it. I mean, it's very unique, to say the least. Now, I'm not into these kind of games. I don't I'm not really fond of fighting Japanese type games like this. Now, I remember a long time ago, I played Ninja Gaiden a long time ago on the PlayStation 2, I think, and the Xbox, and I mean, it was a very good franchise. And now the company that makes this is Tecmo. And if you could always remember back in the day, I don't know if you can remember this far, but I'm kind of an old chap, so I just want to say that way back in the day, Tecmo Super Bowl, yes, there was Tecmo Bowl, and there was Tecmo Super Bowl, and there was Tecmo 2, and it was for the Nintendo, and it was really interesting games in say the least. Now, it was a Japanese company back then for the Nintendo, and it is to this day. Now, I love the graphics of this game. To get into this game, I love the graphics of this game. My friend said, "Hey, download this game, the free version," and I'm like, oh, "Okay, I'll download the free version." The original version is, I believe, $59.99. Whoa, it's kind of a high price for a game like this. So this is the Free Alliance, basically. The Toukiden Online Alliances, Free Alliance, that you could download and you can play for free. Now, here's the catch. Oh, yes, there's always a catch. So, here's the thing. If you play single player, it's really fun. The single player is really great and fun. You go up against these it's basically the game is almost like it's a monster type defeat you basically, but it's a monster type game, and basically you go up against these huge gigantic monsters, basically boss game. That's what this game reminds me of, a boss game. That means that you got to defeat and play against bosses throughout this whole entire game. Yes. And it's very hard, and it's very fun, and wow. I'm not into fighting games, but wow. My buddy said download it, so I downloaded it, played it, and absolutely loved it. Now, it has a minimum open world, so it is open world, but it is to a lower end. I think many people were saying this game is a lot like Final Fantasy meets basically. What was the other one they said? I can't remember. I don't know. It has its own uniqueness to it, but it does replicate a lot of different games out there. I think it's a lot like Ninja Gaiden, somewhat like, but the bosses that you beat is absolutely, utterly amazing. And yeah, you will definitely see me fight one of those here in just a few minutes. Now, this is a review. I'm not going to be reviewing the total game. I'm not going through it. But I'm just going to go through the key elements of the game for anybody that wants to purchase. They can go to the PlayStation Store, check it out, and download it. Okay, so let's go into the headquarters. Now, this is the headquarters, and this is the rock that you can only play online games with. Now, the rock is basically outside of the headquarters right here, and you go to this rock to only play online. So there's two different sections. There is the jump to other portal stones, and there's different portal stones within the environment that you could jump from place to place to place to place. And unfortunately, this is the only portal stone that I have right now. Okay, so here's the other thing. This is the play online and single player. Okay, you can play the single player and just rock and roll through the single player world, or you can play online. Now, let's jump on to the online, and I'll show you what it does. It takes a little bit of time to get into the online. I've been talking a lot because this is the review. This is the review of this game. Okay, so this is the lobby. This is how you set up the lobby. You put in the lobby name. You could put in anything you want. This is the search bar. You could search. So if somebody is going to be searching for this particular lobby, you can customize how many you want. Even the invitations. Uh, the invitations are okay, but I just keep it open. I don't mind if people want to join, but if it's somebody I don't like or somebody that I'm uncomfortable with and I just want my friends to play, then what I'll do is I'll boot them out and have my friends play themselves. There's free chat. You can turn off the chat or whatever you want to do. Um, and I don't know what these are. The messages, whatever, and then you can create it. And this is for creating a online play game. Then you hear a little bell go off. That means that you just created this lobby. This is lobby number 5, as you can see up at the center top of the screen. There's lobby information where you can go back to the headquarters settings. If you look off to the left top of the screen, there is it says my name. Basically, I name my character Fox, and his specialty is attack, and he has the gauntlets, which are fists. And then, if you look over to the right of that, there is meals, basically, that I ate, and I'll show you that in a minute, to give me energy throughout the battles. Now, the stanamas. You look over the stamina recovery in 0:43 minutes. Now here's how this goes. I bought 15. Um, I bought 15 pearls, and I'll show you that in a minute. And the pearls are your stamina recovery. Now you can upgrade the stamina recovery amount, which mine is 2 out of 3, and it only goes up to 3. Now if you upgrade it, it goes to 5. If you do not understand what I'm talking about, I will tell you and explain this to you right now. Okay, each class, let's go over here. Okay, this is the desk. This one here, you can buy the pearls, and you can buy different stuff here. Let's jump into it, verifying data, and I'll explain it. Purchase gems. Okay, now, once your stamina goes down, you gotta wait 6 hours and 40 some minutes in order for your stamina to go back up so you can play against big bosses. Now, you only get 3, so basically you're going to be doing 3 boss missions, and then after that, in the stages, I believe, I'll show you in a minute. In the stages, you could only do stage 1 with no stamina. All the other phases, there it is, all the other phases, you need stamina. And it is really ridiculous to a point, but it's a free game. So basically, if you run out of stamina, you got to go to the PlayStation Store and you have to buy more gems. Now, I have some right here that I bought from the PlayStation Store, so I can continue to fight the bosses. It's either wait 6 hours or buy the gems from the PlayStation Store so you can continue fighting the bosses. Okay, the Mitima tickets are basically tickets. Your Mitima means it's your specialties that you have for your character. And I don't know what all this is, and I don't know what expand functions and about the gems and all that. Well, you could read about the gems if you want to. So I have 40 minutes to wait for the recovery for my additional gem. But I went out of the store. I mean, they're not much. I mean, you could buy 99 cents. You can get 3 straight up straight up. I paid 10.99 and got 15 gems, and that will give me a lot of time to fight the bosses. So I'm out of this. Done talking. Let's jump on it over to the game a little bit here. So that's what you do here. Right here in this section, this is where you do your missions. She says, good day, what's your missions? And here's the group missions. Now, if you do not have anybody playing with you on the multiplayer game, you can pick up to, I believe, 3 additional AI characters. I want to show you that in a minute. Okay, so there's different explorations. This is the group mission. See what I'm saying? Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. Now, each phase gives you up to 8. This is 8 for 8. That means there's 8 missions, as you can see, to go up against these bosses. Now, there's all kinds of different bosses that you can go up against. Each boss that you defeat, you get items from that boss. Let's check that out. You hit the triangle, and it goes to the next page. That is what you get from that particular boss. The Brute Claw Splinter, the regular Moss, and Brute Claw Hornbit. And plus you get 360 points for your game points. Now that's important too, because as you progress, you get a lot of weapons and stuff unlocked, which is really cool. Also, you get Mitama, which is specials, and boosts unlocked as you progress. And as you can see, if you look at the reward right there where it says reward, and then it tells you what you're getting for the reward, and you can see the level of those devices. Like the Wrigley Moss is level 3 in reward points, which is really good for that equipment. Okay, so you go through these, and there's a lot of different bosses and whatnot to go to fight, and it just tells you different things of what you get for it, so you can customize your equipment and your armor and such and such. So this is phase 1. You do not need any stamina to battle all of these bosses. You do not need stamina for that. Now, this one, you need stamina. It takes stamina off. Each one of these, like 1, 2, 3. Boom. You're done. Your stamina is gone. So you would have to wait 6 hours for all of that stamina to come back. You get 3 staminas. 3 hearts, basically. You get 3 hearts. And then you can go back into the store and buy 3 more. Or you could buy a big, I mean, they got big, huge packs, man. They got $50 packs. I think 100 of them for $50. I would rather buy the original game than buy that. I don't know what you get for the original game. That's something that I don't know yet. But I do know that this is interesting. So you go boom, 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 and then it's gone. It's gone. And then the funny thing is, when your character has 3 hearts, and say, oh, Johnny, your buddy has only 1 heart. He can't do any of these missions. Only you can. Yeah, well, he can. He can do 1, but that's it. You got to have all 3 of your hearts and your stamina. Each online member that plays with you on this online match has to have 3 hearts in order to play with you against a boss. And that makes it hard as well. So they are doing whatever they possibly can, the company, to have you go on the PlayStation Store and buy more of those stamina, or pearls is what they're called, I believe. So, but anyways, to the game here. Okay, there's one, two, three. There's three phases, and the reason why there's three phases because you got to complete all of these. As you can see, cleared, 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 cleared. It says cleared off to the left of each one in the blue. So both of these are cleared. So we moved over to phase 3 and all of the bosses here. Now check this out. This is 10 for 10. So you got 8 for 8, you got 9 for 9, and you got 10 for 10. So it just keeps on going up. And I do not know how many phases it goes up. Somebody was telling me it goes up to 20 phases. Like, holy crap, really? One person said, it only goes up to 10 phases, and that's it. But you know what? No matter what, it's a great game. This is the Ruins exploration. Now, the Ruins explorations are huge. It says here, what you go through 5 floors underground. After you are able to, you get. I don't know what you get with the. Well, yeah, it's all question. I don't know what you get, but you must get a lot because look how many stars that is. Like 8 stars. It's crazy. So these are just ruins explorations. Basically, free roam around. You roam around with your team, and you just achieve location objectives as you go through it, and you defeat the bosses and other creatures and other demons, basically that are out on the field. You fight them and you take them down. And basically, this is how it goes. So let's go to, okay, we're going to go to phase 1. I'm just going to jump into that because I don't want to use up any of my stamina. So we go to phase 1. Say we want to, what boss we can, yeah, we'll fight this bathing black spider, which is a big one. Okay, so here is your AI. And as you can see, there's a lot of different attack, defend, speed, I believe. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what the other ones are, but they have all kinds of different specialties here. Okay, so check this out. Say somebody joins your online play, your multiplayer, okay? Somebody jumps on and they want to play with you and everything else like that. And say you like kick them back out or they leave or your buddies leave. Check this out. If you scroll down, you get to play their character. Or not, you don't get to play, but the AI would be their character. Like Nellie Jane, that's my best friend there. Um, Dory, I don't know who that is, but great character. Whoever created these ones here, great characters. That's one of my friends there, and their specialty that they play with you online, they keep that plays with you as an AI. So basically, what I'm trying to say is when your buddy's not there, his character is, and you can utilize their characters to help you fight the bosses. It's absolutely amazing. I really like that idea. I really love that idea, actually. So all these individuals here are all real people, but the computer uses them as an AI to help you defeat the boss when they're not available. When your friends are not available, you can still, I guess, in memory of them, huh? Now, they also get points for them as when they're not there, when you're utilizing them, they do get points for it no matter what. So it's really something really cool. Okay, so let's say we want these characters are the game characters themselves. You get the professor and a lot of different names. Now, I will say that it's all in Japanese wording and not wording, but in voice. But there is English wording, so you can understand what they are saying. But there is also a storyline. Basically, got to keep hitting X. To go from one section as they keep talking and talking and talking. Got to continue hit next, which I don't have no problem with at all. So anyways, I'm going to use some of my friends here. Okay, this is one of my friends here. We're going to use him. We're going to use two of my other friends here. Him there, and I believe Dragon Slayer was one of them. I can't remember. Arbella. I can't remember. Shadow. Yeah. There's another one of my friends. And then it says here, proceed with these party members. So you hit OK. Alright, so you got all those buddies, and you're ready for the mission, Bathing Black Spider. Now, before we continue on this great adventure here, now, as you can see on the right side of the screen, in the top right of the screen, there is the map. Now, you can also hit your options map or your options button, and you will get a bigger map. Or you can also press in, I believe, I can't remember. I don't know how to do that. But you can make that the that was a dud. I'm talking too much. Okay, so the environment map, which is on the right top of the screen there, the environment map there. The right top of the screen there, there is a blue mass there. That is the rock. That is the blue rock that you do your online. So when you join up, or when you want to play, you can go over to that rock as well. And then there's additional stuff there. Now, as you can see, the stamina recovery time is 28 minutes. I do not know the other emblems and symbols there as well, but I do know that on your right rear, or right side of your screen, there is your boost, and there's several different boosts that you can go through, and I will explain that as we go on as well. But I will be jumping into battle right now to let you know, and you can check out this game online. So as you can see right now, this is the battle, and you're gonna see me utilize some of these specials right now. Press R1, and boom, boom, boom. You hold them in and go to battle. Now, there's several different ways you can fight these things. That was a good hit. Mine. So all of my specials are activated right now. Yeah, I'm still hitting. Great battle. And you basically will learn all of the fundamentals of this as well. Now, you can pick up everything by hitting R1. Like, you see all the pieces off of the creature. You just... And hopefully you don't get hit. Like I just did. Okay. There's another special that I just hit, and they just flipped him up over side down. I just hit him again. And this is very fun. Uh-oh, he's on Ballerina. I call him Ballerina, here he goes. And he just hit me. That's what happens when you get hit by that thing. You go for a ride. Now you can hit R1 and X and it will heal you. R1, X. and you just get your butt kicked from this thing because, well, that's what it does. Woo! Boy, he's gonna ballerina it again. And I'm gonna get hit again. It takes your life down when he hits you. It does. Now he's stuck right now, so. Now to see his life, I'll show you in a second. Okay, I'll show you his life. You hit the right joystick in, and it shows that he's gonna die. So it took 3 minutes and 31 seconds to defeat him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Toukiden. Toukiden or Toukiden or whatever. Now you can come over here, hit R1, and then you will collect everything from that creature. And then you wait 5 seconds, and it will return you back to the headquarters. Very fun game. Now we'll show you in a minute here of basically more features as well. Okay, this area here is the shopkeeper. And here you buy or sell your equipment and materials and whatnot. There's several different things here. It's something that you can go over yourself and learn more as you go on. There's armor, you could buy different stuff like that. Now you can go over here to the blacksmith. This is where you get your equipment. You can create weapons. You go there and look at all of this. These are all the gauntlets, and then several different types of items and weapons that you can get. Really cool. Or you can also fortify your weapon. You can fortify it by hitting X. This is already fortified, maxed out, so I can't refortify it. Reforge weapons, basically, it's destroying it, and you're gonna be upgrading it in a different way. Create armor. This is where you create your armor. There's several different ones, and you look off to the right, and that is the defense and Aegis. Aegis is basically the ability of the item itself, and also the defense. You know, of course, you want a high defense with some of this armor equipment. You got the helmet, you got your tunic, you got a lot of different stuff, and that's basically your armor for your character. You can fortify your armor as well. Okay, so we jump on over here. This lady here feeds you, basically. So basically you can get full food here, and each food has a characteristic of its own. Unfortunately, I can't show you that, and it will help you with boosts to continue doing what you're doing. There's also a prayer that you can receive as well, which will help you. Again, you will have to really play this your own to really get the idea of this game as well. I would like to give it to you more, but this is just a quick, fast review of this game. So let's jump on into this really quick, and I'll show you this. This is changing the equipment. You could change all your different equipment, including your specials. These are your different specials, as you can see, all the way down through. You can choose whatever different special you want, and these are your boosts. As you can see, this is for your armor, that is for your claw, and then this is for your character itself. So basically, I'm using Lady Fuse, and each spirit character can give you different abilities, which is really cool. So, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? I think it's pretty good. And then there's register equipment. I don't really know what all that is. Um, I just like playing the game for right now. Uh, there's still a lot for me to learn itself. You could also take off your helmet, I believe, as well. Also, you jump on over here. This is materials. This is all the materials you have. You can also sell it, as you can see. Off, just press square, and you can sell the equipment. And you can sell it either by individual or max. So these are just some of the features of this. This here is something. This is a letter, I guess. Uh, this is a. These are two new letters you obtain. Minamoto shard. And you can open these up. You have obtained Toyo Moto Shard, and it tells you pretty much what it's all about. And I have no idea what this is. Anything with a yellow icon, you can basically go up to it and search it and talk to it. Or even the characters, you know, the villagers and stuff that are walking around, you can go up to them and say, hey, what's up? And communicate with them. Of course, I believe in a multiplayer game there is no villagers here, but if you go online, if you go do a single player, there will be villagers walking around, and the village is kind of cool. It's kind of big, not too big, and it's kind of fun. So online multiplayer, you get just what you get. People here, these ones here, this person here, and then you come in here, and of course these ones up at the desk here, and that's it. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been me talking really quickly for this game, Toukiden 2, or Toukiden, whatever you say it. It is a really good game, and I give it a level 10 out of 5. I give it a 10. I think it deserves a well 10 for sure. There is a few glitches, a few problems that some people require glitches. Like, let me see. You go into here, over here. Sometimes where it says verify, it doesn't verify. It boots the person out. Also, sometimes people just get kicked for some apparent reason, but most of the time, almost 90% of the time, 99% of the time, you do not get kicked. And it is a very enjoyable game. And basically, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Foxhound0039, and carry on with your gaming. Woohoo! It's been a great pleasure.